Andrew Tate versus Cowboy Cerrone. I never thought that on a Tuesday we'd be dealing with having to figure out what's going on there. Is this legit? Is this for real? Apparently it is. So, guys, before we drop any information on Cowboy Cerrone versus Andrew Tate, go ahead and drop some comments down below on who you would pick if you were personally going to see that fight, or who would be your guy if you were to watch that fight. That being said, let me drop some info for you guys. I have a few videos. Stay till the end so you guys can get the full perspective. So here's what happens. Cowboy Cerrone just uploads the video. My feed goes off. I get a notification. Cowboy Cerrone responds to Andrew Tate. So it gets me thinking, what is it that Andrew Tate said? So apparently a few days ago, Andrew Tate was doing a podcast with Adam 22, and Adam 22 brought up that Cowboy Cerrone showed him a video that indicated that Andrew Tate can't fight. So instead of explaining the rest of this, let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about so you guys can see it. And then I'll explain the latter part. And then after that, I'll show you Cerrone's response to that. So let's go ahead and play a little bit of that so you guys can hear it. So here we go.
One time I was hanging out with the UFC fighter Donald Cowboy Cerrone, and he pulled up some old Andrew Tate kickboxing matches and did a pretty good job of making the point of this guy can't fight.
The thing about fighting as a sport is that everybody who watches it goes, this guy can't fight. Even if you win 100 fights in a row, there's always going to be someone out there who says you can't fight. I'd like to think that my record stands for itself. I've had 88 fights, 4-time world champion. I fought a bunch of rules, including MMA. I'm very happy with who I am in my career and what I've achieved. As for Cerrone, didn't McGregor finish him pretty quick? If he thinks I can't fight, then if he wants to tell me to my face and kick my ass, he's welcome to try. And I strongly believe he would regret that decision.
One time I was hanging.
So that's his response to the video that allegedly Adam saw with Cerrone indicating that Andrew Tate can't fight. Now there's a lot to take in there either way, right? But what's interesting is that they sat down to talk about Andrew Tate, in the first place, right? So, whenever you think and say, "Oh, okay, these guys are having a sit down," why were they talking about Andrew Tate in the first place? What is it that's coming up? I mean, the whole term of them being him being the most Googled man makes perfect sense. However, it goes from there. So apparently, somebody shows this video to Cerrone, right? And I guess it takes a few days or whatnot, but a few days later, hold on, I don't want to get ahead of myself. A few days later, Cerrone responds. That was that video that I was about to show you guys. So let's switch over to that video so you guys can see firsthand what it is that Cerrone is going to respond to this video from Andrew Tate. So let's check this out.
Andrew Tate. You got everyone calling and blowing my phone up while I'm out here on vacation. Talking about allegations you want to try and fight me. If I come up to you, it's not a good idea to say it to your face, bro. Please, okay? Back in the day when me and Joe Schilling always used to watch videos because he wanted to fight you and you ran like a little girl your entire career, bro. Are you kidding me? I'll knock the shit out of you. I'm a real fighter. You're a fake bullshit wannabe fighter made up a bunch of world championship belts that you bought off eBay. Are you kidding me?
Hold on, let's just pause right there. You can't tell me it's not freaking hilarious, all right? But let's hear the rest of this.
I love how you have all your followers thinking that you're something great. Now, you're a great speaker and a moneymaker and a social media fanatic. I'll give you that, sure, but can you fight? Nah, man, you a bum. Tell you what, though, good thing my buddy Dana White owns a massive fighting organization, and they're doing a Zuckerberg versus Elon Musk fight. Tell you what, you want to get your social media clout involved? I'll fight you on that, some bitch. Or because you don't want to see me on the street, so you might as well just make a date, do it then. When you get your sex trafficking bullshit under wraps and you get out of jail or you get off house arrest or whatever the hell they got you on right now, let me know. We can set it up and figure it out. Until then, shut the fuck up, keep my name out of your mouth, and enjoy your cigars and trafficking women, brother.
All right, so in my opinion, a freaking masterclass of response by Cowboy Cerrone. No one can say otherwise. I mean, what an amazing way to kind of say, like, hey, kid, it's great that you did Iska kickboxing, whatever. But I'm a former contender for the UFC. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's levels to this, and you are not close to my level, right? That's in my humble opinion. How I'm taking this, right? So, whatever your opinion is of Andrew Tate, whether you like him or you dislike him, or if you believe that he's a trafficker, like Cerrone said, or whatever the case might be, right? We can't argue, because you can see his fights on YouTube. Sure, that he was a fighter. He was in a ton of fights. Now, I don't know if I personally haven't looked into it, but I don't know if the record's legit. I don't know if every single fight on there is super good. I know that I saw one video where he was fighting some dude that's like a UPS driver, full time, right? But who's to say that all the fights were like that? Some of them might have been super legit. I don't know. But he does have 80 fights that he accounts for, and four world titles. Now, when I was looking into this, here's what I thought was super interesting. So Cowboy Cerrone's 40 years old. He's been retired from the UFC for about a year. He recently was inducted to the Hall of Fame, but he's 40 years old. Andrew Tate is actually 4 years younger than him. He's 36 years old. So if anything, the advantage is there to Tate. And then same thing as far as weight classes go. Andrew Tate's substantially taller and bigger than him. Andrew Tate, I think, is walking around at 205 or something like that. Then Cerrone's at about $170. Now, surely since he retired, Cerrone's put on some weight. But who's to say how much he's put on? I mean, surely he's hasn't gotten that big. Now, I met him at UFC San Antonio, and he wasn't that much taller than me, but he was surely a lot skinnier. So, that being said, as far as the difference in size, I still think Cowboy Cerrone would have the advantage just because of the level of fighter that he is and how much he can fight. What he's shown us in the UFC, right, compared to what Andrew Tate did at ISCA Kickboxing, which is like, that's not even the premier kickboxing league. It's like the C level boxing or kickboxing league, right? I mean, it's still an accomplishment. It's much better than I've done, right? I'm not saying that in any case, but compared to somebody like Cowboy Cerrone, I don't know. It's a huge difference. But here's the thing. I've given you my opinion. Now, y'all give me yours. Go ahead and comment down below what you guys think. Would Andrew Tate even stand a chance, in your opinion? Or would it be a one-sided affair for Cowboy Cerrone? So comment down below, and we'll talk about it later. Thank you, guys. Peace.